Gravesend Australia Diecast Salvage, where we get to play with Matchbox cars, Dinky toys, Corgi toys, Majorette, and quite a number of other different brands that are out there. Adult supervision required at all times, because you just never know what's going to pop up on your screen. Content on this channel is aimed at the adult community as it contains strippers. So hot, you'll take the paint of vehicles. Nudity. Naked vehicles. And a man playing with his tools. What else is he going to do? We've got strippers, and we've got nude cars. So has to play with something. Here are some of our previous attempts to give these vehicles a new lease of life. And I think I did not a bad job, if I do say so myself. But there's always room for improvement. So come along to see what's in today's episode at Gravesend Australia Diecast Salvage.
So if you remember, this was going to be my diecast and modelers community in a European vehicle build. But the vehicle, that donor vehicle, hadn't arrived in time. But it has now. So now we will get on with this one. This is a Guisval, made in France, Citroen SM. It's a 137 scale. So we'll take it over the bench, we'll have a better look at it and see what we're going to do with it. See you over there. So here is our Guisval, there's the brand there, made in Spain, Citroen SM. And here is the donor vehicle that we're going to use this part from, and anything else that's usable maybe for this one. This, I believe, is what was the Safari version. There's a few versions out there. No stickers left on it. Whatever was on the bonnet is gone. Remnants, well, sticker took the paint off. The suspension inside has had it. It's the same with this one. The suspension is broken, so we might as well just keep the suspension off that one. And this one still has the steering wheel. I'm going to do a custom job on this one, so we'll fill up the holes here. We'll fill up the holes on the roof rack. We're not keeping the roof rack on this one. This will be, I will make a mould of the roof rack, but it will go on some other vehicles, because I did a bit of an experiment and they actually fit on the Spot On branded vehicles as well. So we're not putting a roof rack on this. Anyway, let's take it apart, because it's already half falling apart as it is. It has one post up the front and it's held in by a hook in the back. Oops, hook in the back. So put it upside down. Here the suspension is broken here. So if you look at the front one, it's double the size, and the wheel will just fall out. So I have something in mind to make the suspension, and I shall dig it out later. The front wheels will just pop out. I'll use these wheels again because they're not too bad. So, like I said, half it's broken. So we'll put them aside into our little box. There's the base. The interior comes out in one piece. don't like the colour, so we'll most likely change the colour. Our window unit is not riveted in. It looks like it was glued in at one stage, but this one's a clear screen. It has a couple of scratches on the back. This other unit, the front screen's broken and it's actually got a blue tinge to it, but the back part of the screen is good. So we may use the screen on the other one and use the front part of this screen. Don't know yet. We'll see what happens. And of course, like I said, the roof rack just pretty much pops out. We'll put that in there. And whoever had this apart before and made their front made it out of cardboard. So we shall take that out, because we have a donor vehicle to use parts from. So that's our vehicle apart, and I've already had a play with this. I haven't pulled this one apart yet. We may need to use this spring part for the doors. What I've used here is a bobby pin, a hairpin, because it was missing on this one. So all I did was use the hair clip, which women put in their hairs. So again, that it does work. So anyway, dribbling on. All right, we have masked up our car to fill up these holes with the roof rack and what was on the front bonnet. That's what we're going to fill up, and what we're using is this stuff, and it's just a thing that you need together. Sorry about the shakiness because I'm leaning on the stand. I'm just gonna, it's the sort of stuff that Diecast Resurrection uses. Filling up holes. Alright, so that's just about ready. So all we're doing is turning the vehicle upside down. And the idea is to move that in. Holes. And later on that gets all filed out. Let's see if we can find the holes in the front. Yes, we can. Harder to see where the holes are in the front. We don't have to file them out on the inside like we do up in the roof. So we can get that away with that. So don't forget our glass has got to come in. If you can see our little bulges up the top there, so that we know that we've penetrated up there. So there's one about the we can't see from the outside. Excuse me for being off camera. No, we can't see it from the top. From the underside. So we're taking the top off. These are filled. We've still got to fill up that hole there. Push in. It's starting to go hard already, which is good. That's it, and we shall be back. Here's the car propped down. As I said, we're not going to strip it completely. It's not going to be a nude car, and we're just about to give it a primer coat. Let's see how well we did with our filling job. So we'll catch you in a moment. Again, so let's see what sort of mess I can make with this. I did strip it completely. Yeah, just having a few issues with it. Balance myself again. Okay, so that's one coat. Turn this noisy thing off. That's one coat. I'll put a few more coats on it to see how she turns out, and we'll come back when we're ready to reassemble. See you then. Just a reminder of what we started off with. And the Guisval, made in Spain, Citroen SM, 1/30 scale. Plastic nose, no glass. So, yeah, and this is what we ended up with now. So we did eventually strip the whole thing down for various reasons. So we've turned this Citroen SM from Guisval, made in Spain, a 1/37 scale, from a Safari into a high-end vehicle. Stripped it down, we filled up all the holes that were in the roof, from the roof rack, and what was on the front bonnet. Couldn't do much detailing on it because it just didn't allow it. We've replaced this front. We had fixed the suspension, but this thing is now a roller. We used sparkling nail varnish as our paint. And we've reused the interior and the glass. So, I'd like to thank everybody that has watched this video. I'd like to thank those who have returned and keep watching. Thank you very much appreciated. So those in Australia, like our salvage, we say thank you. Bye for now.